couple named John and Sarah decided to purchase the house on the hill. They had fallen in love with the old mansion and saw its potential. They planned to restore it to its former glory and make it their dream home. But as they began to renovate the house, they discovered that something was not quite right. Doors would open and close on their own, and they heard strange noises coming from the empty rooms. One night, as they sat in front of the fireplace, they heard footsteps coming from upstairs. They knew that they were the only ones in the house, but the sound was unmistakable. John went upstairs to investigate, while Sarah waited nervously in the living room. After a few minutes, she heard a scream. She ran upstairs and found John lying at the foot of the staircase, his body twisted and broken. From that moment on, the house on the hill seemed to come alive. Strange shadows appeared on the walls, and objects moved on their own. Sarah became convinced that something was trying to harm her. One night, she woke up to find a figure standing at the foot of her bed. It was an old woman with pale skin and dark eyes. She reached out to Sarah, and Sarah felt a cold hand on her arm. She screamed and ran out of the room. As she fled down the hallway, she heard the old woman's voice whispering in her ear. It was a curse, a warning of what was to come. Sarah tried to leave the house, but every time she tried, she found herself back inside. She was trapped with no way out. Days turned into weeks, and Sarah grew weaker and weaker. She could feel a presence in the house watching her every move. She knew that she was not alone. One night, as she sat in the living room, she heard the sound of footsteps coming down the hallway. She knew that it was the old woman coming for her. As the figure emerged from the shadows, Sarah saw that it was not an old woman at all. It was something far more terrifying. It was a demon with horns and glowing eyes. It reached out to her, and Sarah knew that she was doomed. The house on the hill remained abandoned, with no one brave enough to enter. The locals whispered that it was cursed, and that no one who entered would ever return. John and Sarah's dream home had become a nightmare, a warning to all who dared to enter the house on the hill. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.